Greeting of the day. Dear learner, as we have discussed in the previous video that there are different methods to deal with the first order first degree differential equation. Today we will learn the linear differential equation. So what is the standard form of linear differential equation of first order and first degree? So the standard form is, if I am considering y as a dependent variable, then the standard form is given by dy by dx plus p of x into y equal to q of x. Though here I have written p of x and q of x, it means p and q are a function of x, but sometimes it may be constant also. But it should not be a function of dependent variable. What is the dependent variable here? Y, right? So here p and q are function of x or constant. So this equation is called a linear differential equation. As this equation was invented by the German mathematician Gottfried Leibniz. Hence, it is better known as the Leibniz linear equation. Okay, so we want to know how to solve this linear differential equation. So in order to solve this, what we will do, we will multiply both the side of this equation, say 1 by a factor. So multiplying 1 by e raised to power integration of p with respect to x, we get. So what we will find? So what we will find, it is e raised to power integration of p with respect to x into dy by dx plus p of x into y into e raised to power integration of p then with respect to x is equal to q of x into e raised to power integration of p with respect to x. So on multiplying we will find such type of equation. If you observe this carefully, the left hand side, so what it is nothing but the derivative with respect to x of y into e raised to power integration of p with respect to x. You can verify this. What is the derivative of this? Product rule will apply. So derivative of y is dy by dx. Second function as it is, that we have as a first term, then plus next y as it is, so we have y as it is, then derivative of this integral term, so e raised to power this, so that remains as it is, and then derivative of this integral term is nothing but function itself, right? So in this way we have the second term as well. Okay, so I can write this very well. Right hand side as it is. Now on integrating both the side, what do we get? So integrating we get now as we are integrating with respect to x, so therefore integration of this derivative term, both variable of integration as well as the derivative is same, so they will cancel out each other, right? So that's why we have this function itself. So it is y e raised to power integration of p with respect to x is equal to integration of right hand side, that is q of x into e raised to power integral of p with respect to x plus constant of integration c, right? So this is a required solution, right? So here this term with which we are multiplying the given equation, given linear equation, is called a integrating factor. So this is nothing but a integrating factor. So I hope method is clear to you all. So let us see the working rule to solve the linear differential equation or to solve the Leibniz linear equation. So what is the method involved? So we will have the first step. First step is so step number 1 is write the given differential equation in standard form. So here I am taking y as a dependent variable. That's why the standard form must be write given differential equation in standard form. Right, so as y is a dependent variable, that's why the standard form will be dy by dx plus p of x into y equal to q of x. Once we have the standard form, after that the second step is find integrating factor. Which I am going to write as IF. Right? So integrating factor is e raised to power integration of p with respect to x. Okay. Once we get an integrating factor, then the solution is given by so the solution is given by y into e raised to power integration of p is equal to integration of q into e raised to power integration of p with respect to x plus c. Note here, this is y. This y is nothing but a dependent variable. Right? This is a dependent variable. Then this is a integrating factor. Okay? And then on the right hand side what we have, integration of q is right hand side function. And then again we have integrating factor. So that's why the other way to remember the format of the solution is dependent variable into integrating factor is equal to integration of right hand side function in the standard form into integrating factor, right, plus constant of integration. So in this way one can remember this. So why I am telling you so, because in some cases the differential equation comes out to be non-linear in y. So it would be convenient for us to treat some other variable, that is say x, as a dependent variable instead of y. And then the standard form of the differential equation will become, so it will become dx by dy plus p of y into x is equal to q of y. So accordingly the role of x and y will get interchanged and this becomes a linear equation. So that's why the other procedures to be followed need to be done with a slight change, that in place of y, what I am going to write? We have to write the x, right? So in this way one should first decide whether an equation is linear in y or x or z or t, and accordingly changes need to be done. Don't stick with the variables. Try to understand the methodologies, right? So let us solve the first example of this particular method, that is linear differential equation. So let us start with the first example. Solve x plus 1 into dy by dx minus y is equal to e raised to x into x plus 1 whole square. Right? So whenever some equations are given, first order differential equations are given, so try to first check that equation for a exact differential equation, and then only try to get the linear differential equation if it is not an exact differential equation, right? So this is not an exact differential equation, so we will see whether it is a linear differential equation or not. So let us try to put this. So see here, if you observe here, how to decide whether the given differential equation is linear in y as a dependent variable or linear in x as a dependent variable. So the easiest way is that just see the powers of x and y both. If you find the power of y only 1, right, then it may have the possibility that the given differential equation is linear in y. Okay, so here what we find, the power of y is 1, power of x is 1 here, but here it becomes 2, right? So that's why as power of y only is 1, so it will be a differential equation of the form dy by dx. Otherwise it would be dx by dy, right? So solution. So given equation can be written as we write, we want only dy by dx, so we will divide this given expression by x plus 1. So we have minus 1 upon 1 plus x into y is equal to e raised to x, and then x plus 1 whole square divided by x plus 1. So that becomes x plus 1. Right? Now compare this with the standard form. What is our standard form? Our standard form is dy by dx plus p of x into y. So what is p of x over here? So on comparing, let us call this as 1. So on comparing 1 with the standard form, that is dy by dx plus p of x into y equal to q of x, we get. So what we will obtain? So we will have p of x as minus 1 upon 1 plus x, okay, and then q of x is this, e raised to x into x plus 1. Okay. Now once we get p and q, what we find out next means, once we get standard form, means step 1 is clear. Now move to the next step, that is step 2, to find out integrating factor. Now integrating factor is equal to, what is the formula? It is e raised to power integration of p of x integration with respect to x. Just substitute p of x from this. So it is e raised to power integration of minus 1 upon 1 plus x integration with respect to x. Now what is the integration of 1 upon 1 plus x? Yes. So what we find that here derivative of 1 plus x is 1 dx, that we have in the numerator. So when the derivative of denominator is in the numerator, then what is the integration of that function? It is log of denominator. What is denominator here? 1 plus x. So it is equal to e raised to power minus outside log of 1 plus x. Now just apply law of indices. So I'll write it is in the form m log a. M log a. So that is written as log of a to the power m. That is to the power minus 1. Now exponential and logarithmic term will get cancelled. We are left with 1 plus x to the power minus 1, which I will write as 1 upon 1 plus x. In this way, we get an integrating factor. I hope the steps are clear to you up till now. So second step is over. What is the third step? Third step is to get the solution, right? So we have a structure of the solution. We will just put the values and then we will simplify. Now therefore, solution is given by. So what is the structure of solution? Dependent variable. What is the dependent variable here, Vita? It is y into integrating factor, that is 1 upon 1 plus x, equal to integration of right hand side or q. What is q of x? It is e raised to x into x plus 1 into again integrating factor, that is 1 upon 1 plus x plus constant of integration. So here you will find that this x plus 1 will get cancelled. The term left is e raised to x, and integration of e raised to x is e raised to x plus c. So like this we get the solution. I can rewrite it as y is equal to, we will just multiply by x plus 1. So it is e raised to x plus c into x plus 1. So this is a required solution of this linear differential equation with y as a dependent variable. So I hope this method is clear to you all. In the next video lecture, we shall see few more important, difficult, interesting examples on linear differential equation.